and welcome to Cinema Conversation. I'm Jack Ellis.
I'm Jeff Ellis.
And today we will be discussing... first let me start out with, this past Monday was my birthday. I turned 15 years old. So we're going to do one specifically to my birthday, but not the way you would think. Obviously my birthday is in February, so I prize it as one of my favorite months. So we're going to talk about the best movies that have come out in February of all time. So I got my new coffee mug that I got for my birthday. It's Darth Vader. And let's just get into it. Okay. Start things out nice and simple. Wayne's World came out February 1992. It's a pretty good movie. Any thoughts?
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Yeah, it's that came out as a spin-off out of the Saturday Night Live franchise that
Yeah.
I saw the other day that they didn't even want to do Wayne's World when they did Saturday Night Live. They put it on the very last slot of the show because they didn't think anybody would like it, and it ended up being a huge hit. So
That spawned 2 movies.
yeah, so I think they were really surprised at how popular Wayne's World was.
Next up is Donnie Brasco, apparently.
Oh wow! Okay.
I love Donnie Brasco.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's been cited by popular mafia boss Michael Franzese as one of the most realistic gangster movies of all time. And I probably wouldn't doubt that, honestly. It's got Al Pacino in it. It's probably got some of the best monologues in movie history.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Depp. 90s Johnny Depp.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, and you're right. It's a very good mafia, and it's true. So
Yeah,
the fact that it's a true story makes it even more interesting.
My job is me alive. I can't breathe anymore. Spent my whole life trying to be the guy in the white hat. I'm not like them. I am them. Next up, Deadpool.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Came out just in time for Valentine's Day, as I recall. It's a very good movie. It's very self-aware. It's very funny. Ryan Reynolds. It's a very funny movie.
Yeah, it was, of all the Marvel movies, or those movies of that genre, I thought it was hilarious. I mean, I thought so much of it was so funny.
Well, Deadpool 2.
I saw both of them.
You thought the first one was funny? I thought you said you thought it was too gratuitous.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was funny.
Yeah.
The second one was really funny. Yeah.
I love the second one.
Yeah.
The Lego movie. Now that I
Airplane.
Airplane, where?
Is that not Airplane? Oh, it's not. It's a Lego movie. Okay, gotcha.
So the Lego movie, a lot of these came out in my lifetime, so I can remember when and where, like exactly when I saw these, like my situation. So the Lego movie, I remember we saw it the same weekend that we had a snow day, actually, and it was the same weekend as my brother's Sadie Hawkins dance. So we had a lot going on that weekend, and the funniest thing was we weren't even with that. We were with our Aunt Debbie. Shutter Island. I have not seen Shutter Island. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio. It's kind of the foundation of this, I'm gonna honestly say, ludicrous theory about the X-Files. That was popularized by Cracked. If you've never seen Cracked, they're kind of like our channel where they make videos about movies but haven't, put anything out in 2 years. So, yeah. So, I've never seen the movie, but I just want to discuss that theory for a second because it's kind of interesting but kind of just nonsensical in my opinion. That the entire X-Files is told through the perspective of Mulder.
Okay.
opinion, it has a few holes. Like the fact that Mulder wasn't there for an entire season. Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard to be an unreliable narrator when you're not even in the story. But yeah, I suggest you check that out if you're a fan of the X-Files. You know, just don't listen to me. Get your own thoughts. Make your own opinions. Groundhog Day, because of course.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Groundhog Day. We made a whole episode about Groundhog Day, so I recommend you just go watch that if you so desperately want our thoughts on the movie. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh,
I've never seen that movie. All I know is there was this part of Family Guy where they were talking about the 90s, and it was like, I never saw Pulp Fiction or Forrest Gump. I saw Ace Ventura 20 times, and I pooped my pants at every showing.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's about him tracking down a kidnapped dolphin, and it's just the idea behind it's funny that he's a detective, but the only cases he takes are pets that are lost. So it's a pretty funny movie.
A Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors. I'm just gonna throw this out there, guys. If there's a Nightmare on Elm Street movie that isn't the first one, the very first one in 1984, it sucks. That's the case for any horror movie series. It's just not good. Happy Gilmore. I love this movie. I heard the other day that it came out in like the 16th in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
I love Happy Gilmore. It's a very good movie. Got a lot of very quotable lines in it. I eat pieces of crap like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of crap for breakfast? No.
Yeah, that was one of Adam Sandler's first movies, wasn't it?
Yeah, he kind of went downhill after Y2K.
But he made it. I mean, that was a big one.
Why don't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me. Platoon, 1986. I'm going to start by saying I think Oliver Stone kind of gets a bad rap. He's a very talented director, but I think he has different opinions on several hot button issues that, like, such as Vietnam or JFK, as we'll get into pretty soon enough. Soon enough. We're going to Dealey Plaza in March, so we'll probably do a whole episode on JFK.
Yeah,
we do that.
I think we will.
So, Platoon is a very, like, it was so realistic about how Vietnam was. It's got a young Charlie Sheen in it. And I think Willem Dafoe was in it, too. It's so realistic that people on set who fought in Vietnam were actually getting PTSD. I'm not joking.
I believe that.
Pretty in Pink. This is a movie.
It was an 80s Breakfast Club type. Well, I mean, as far as the Breakfast Club type actors were in it.
And it caused everybody to say the same couple of words, which is I would have chose Ducky. I've even heard men say that. Like, that's how impactful this movie was. They made several quips about that on 2.5 Men, which the person who played Ducky is like the star of that. I can't remember his name right now. I don't watch 2.5 Men. It hasn't been popular for years.
Yeah. They call those actors the Brat Pack. Those the Brat Pack actors.
Okay, coming up on one of my personal favorites, Silence of the Lambs. We watched this actually the other day. It's a great movie. If you have not seen it, I highly recommend it. It is eerie, but it's not scary. Like, Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, masterful performances.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very suspenseful. It's like there's a whole. It's one of the most suspenseful movies you'll ever see.
And there's just no words to describe how good these movies are. You just have to see them to be believed. Like I could, if we were sitting down for a cup of coffee, I could tell you why Silence of the Lambs is a masterpiece. But, you know, we only have 20, 30 minutes a week, so
But
I can't.
Anthony Hopkins is really, really scary in this movie.
The thing that's so scary about him is this guy is practically brilliant.
Yeah, he is absolutely brilliant.
And that's what's scary about him, is that you always feel like he's one step ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly.
To the point where you're considering whether you should even, you know, fight him or not. In that sort of sense, you know, if you should even try to stop him, because you know that you never will.
Right.
Okay. I have an iPhone 11, so, like, actually having to push the button is, like, so... Okay. Keep screen locking. Don't you hate that when it screen locks? The last is Zootopia. I don't know what else to say about it that hasn't been said. It's a run-of-the-mill kids movie. It's pretty good. That's just about all I can say about it. It's got a really good reference to The Godfather in it.
Yeah.
Of all things.
Yeah, it does.
But honestly, I could do a better impression of Marlon Brando than they could in that movie. How dare you come to me and treat me with such disrespect? Well, anyway, that's the end of our list. It hasn't been that long, though, so we're gonna do something a little different. One of my favorite things is just to watch TV. So, for a quick lightning round before we end this week, let's talk about maybe a couple of our favorite TV shows. Do you want to lead off?
No, I'll let you lead off, I think.
We already talked about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love Family Guy. It's very funny. And anything by Seth MacFarlane is good. It's funny, but, like, it's not, you know, art.
Right.
It's just supposed to be dumb comedy. As I've said in this video and other videos, I love the X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite shows. I like shows like Cheers, Friends. I haven't seen much of The Office. And those kind of shows are really my speed. I just like to just watch something and just relax. That's one of my favorite things to do. You got anything, or should we save this for another week?
Well, we can save it for another week.
Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, get something else in.
Okay.
But, for the meantime, I'm Jack Ellis.
I'm Jeff Ellis.
And this has been Cinema Conversation, signing off. Oh, and let us know down in the comments what your favorite TV show is and what your favorite movie that we talked about is. Signing off.